Joe Coy, it's the Yo and Joe show, yo. It's the Yo and Joe show, yo. Hit your boy on the microphone with Joe Coy and Michael, yo.
Yeah,
We're back.
we're back.
We're back. We're
What
back.
are you texting? Over there?
No, I'm not texting. I want to look for a song.
Are you going to your Drake folder?
You in the motherfucking streets with DJ all day.
I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
Uh-huh.
Watch your motherfucking tone, boy. Yeah, it hurt, boy. A non-motherfucker that don't understand the concept of putting money first, boy.
Woo!
I'm
I'm telling you, that cat, yo,
I did it now, I did it.
you can't mess with him.
Is he the best lyricist out there right now?
I don't give a fuck who's writing for him right now. I don't care. The way he spits it, the way he says it. Yo, you could have gave that beat to any rapper right now, and I don't think they would have pulled it off the way he does right there.
I think I would have.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think I would have. I think I would've-
Drake is the baddest dude right there.
Second.
Who's better?
Komodo.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you get mad when you do your shows and people ask for Komodo? The dragon?
I get mad that you're even bringing this up.
I'm serious. I get tweets all the time. Hey, Joe's here. Bring out Komodo.
Nobody talks
Why are you
about
lying to the audience? Komodo.
Dragon, spitting
Fire.
shitting lyrics. Pure shit at its best. Komodo Dragon. I don't even remember your real name. DJ Flowwater?
No, it was
DJ H26?
H2O flowing like water. That's why we flooded your stereo. That was pretty dope.
That's bad.
You know what's crazy? That trended worldwide. I'm just
Huh?
saying.
It didn't trend well.
It trended worldwide.
You want to hear a crazy story?
Yes.
All right, my Uncle Jay, okay? I've known him since, of course, all my life, but like when I really got to know my Uncle Jay was right around 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always known my Uncle Jay. I always knew what he looked like. I always knew his style. I knew his tone, the way he laughed, the way he fucked around with people. I'm saying he's still alive, by the way.
Okay.
But I know the way he snaps at people when they talk, how he talks shit.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he's an amazing marksman. He can shoot anything. He's won so many awards with his gun. He's got a huge gun collection, an amazing gun collection. He just bought me a shotgun. He loves sports. He loves to ride bikes. He loves to what else? Golf. You know what I mean? And now he's and he had a huge temper problem. A lot of road rage fights and stuff like that. Anyways, he's in his 60s now, okay? And I'm in DC performing. And I mean, I met this man before, but who I'm talking about is his son. I had no idea that he had a son. He did too, but they didn't start the relationship until he hit his 60s.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Now, Mike, this is the craziest shit. I met him about a month ago at my niece's debut, okay, which is like her 18th birthday party, and he came, and I looked at this man. He's in his 40s now, right? He's like 43 or whatever, and I'm looking at this man, and I'm like, holy fuck, that's my uncle. It's an identical twin
Wow.
to my uncle, and I know my uncle. I know everything. I know how he laughs. I know how he bends over when he grab something. I know his mannerisms. Like, I know my uncle. And this man is doing everything that my uncle does. And they've had no relationship at all.
Oh, gotcha.
No relationship. He's never met with this guy. This guy has never come to the house for Christmas. I've never even met this guy. My uncle, same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It just recently happened. This relationship just happened, and I'm now meeting him for the first time. And now he's at my show in D.C. because I took care of him on the tickets, and he came. We hung out afterwards. And I'm freaking out because we're sitting in my room. He brought his friend with him, and then I got, my managers with me, and my son's sleeping on the couch. And we're just sitting there, just chopping it up, you know what I mean? Talking. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm trying to get to know this guy, you know what I mean? And he's telling me what he does for a living, and he owns his own company, right? Where he is hired by the government for and I'm just going to make a long story short, basically weapons. You know what I mean? Like, he's putting on these programs that can shoot missiles off of Air Force One. And he's putting towers on these buildings that surround the White House for the government. Like, it's all about weapons. Like,
Okay.
Basically what I'm saying is
He's a duplication of his Uncle Jay.
exactly.
Yeah, 'cause-
if my Uncle Jay could have done anything, it would have been that. Like, he is a fucking, if you see, my uncle has really bad back problems, but he'll fucking put a hole between your eyes 100 yards. Like, he's still got it.
Yeah.
The dude is an amazing fucking marksman, man. And he don't know this kid. He just,
Oh, it's hereditary.
but I had no idea, man. Like, I literally, Michael, I was sitting at this table, and as he's telling his life story, like telling me who he is and what he does, like every other word out of my mouth was like, this is crazy. I couldn't stop saying this is crazy because I was literally looking at an exact replica of my uncle when my uncle was in his 40s. Like, even the way he dressed was my uncle. Like, stylish. My uncle was always stylish. You know what I mean? He always wore the trendy, the new shit. Like, he was always well put together. You know what I mean? I mean, he still is. And that's exactly how he looks. Same frame glasses. Like, he doesn't even know his dad. You know what I mean? And I was just like, whoa, I was tripping, man. Like, so, and I made a joke about it, and I meant it in a good way, but I'm just like, personality comes out of the penis? I mean, I'm not even trying to be gross. Like, I know you can make a baby that way, but your personality goes through?
Absolutely. It's called hereditary.
From guns? I always thought you were a product of your own environment. Like, I take up on certain characteristics from my father because I was around my dad up to a certain age. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's not true because let's say you live in an unfortunate area, but you're a phenomenal writer. Your area does not give you the tools to be a phenomenal writer.
Well, okay, but
or the school district you're in is horrible, and that doesn't supply you. Some people are just talented in other things. Like, for instance, I'm finding out more, like, because everybody, when I started stand-up, everybody's like, where'd you get that from? But when I really look at my father, he's really funny, but at times in Korean, my mom is really funny if she's speaking her native tongue. So now I'm starting to see, okay, that's where it came from. So yeah, personality comes through. There's tons of people that have the same quirks their mom or dad has. You know, and I know what you're saying. They didn't live together or saw each other, but you still probably would have had those quirks.
But nothing at all, though. Like, no relationship.
I mean, that's probably a rare case, but you do take on things from your parents.
I know, but okay. I'm even saying, like, his laugh. Like, the way he jabbed at his friend that was sitting at the table, he fucked with him on something, right? And the way he did it was exactly how my uncle used to talk to me.
Made you do a double take, like, whoa.
Yeah, and I was like, this is crazy, man. And even, like, his little chuckle laugh, it's the same exact chuckle laugh that my uncle has.
So let me ask you, why they separate and why, what happened there?
My uncle was a player, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm just... Watch, I'm probably going to get in trouble for this shit. I'm going to call my uncle and tell him, before, because I'm not trying to start any shit. And it's beautiful what my uncle is doing. My uncle is starting his relationship up with his son. And there's nothing fucking wrong with that. We're allowed to make mistakes, and he's taken, and what they're doing right now is beautiful. Like, it's great because now my Amanda, who thought she was an only child, has a brother. And the cool thing is, Michael's happy because he's like, I have a sister. And he can't stop talking about it. He's like, yo, my sister. And he says my sister, which is beautiful. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, my whole thing is like, he had a relationship in the Philippines, had a kid. And once he had the kid, long story short, I don't know what happened or whatever. There could have been a fight, whatever.
They got disconnected.
He moved to the States.
Gotcha.
And never had a relationship with his son ever. Had no idea that the kid, I'm pretty sure he knew that the kid moved, but he never established, there was no Christmas, I'm not going to go see my son. It was nothing like that until just recently.
And what caused that?
I don't know. I don't know what caused it. I'm pretty sure it was just a divorce and they probably just didn't like each other. Whatever the case may be, he left. You know
No. What is getting them back together?
I believe once again, I don't know, but what I got from the conversation in DC is, he found out that he had a sister. So I'm pretty sure someone got to him. Maybe through Facebook, maybe he was spying, or maybe my aunt, my uncle's new wife, not his mom, probably said something on Facebook. You know what I mean? Or, probably invited him to the debut, the 18th birthday. Come see your sister, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is, he came. You know what I mean? And I was fucking tripping. When I also got to see them sit side by side to each other.
Oh.
And that freaked me out. And I kept saying it to my uncle. I was like, I go, Uncle Jay, this is crazy, man. Like literally, this man is you. This is you 40 years ago. Like I even grabbed a picture of my Uncle Jay when he was in his 40s and handed it to him. I was just like, what the fuck, man? You guys are wearing the same outfit now. And it was just like, wow. And it was
How's your Uncle Jay feel about it?
Oh, he's so, you know, what's cool is like, you know, my Uncle Jay used to be a hothead and he still is. Like he's that guy. He'll, you know, you get into a fight with him, he's grabbing a gun. He'll pull the fucking gun on you. He doesn't give a shit. He's that guy. And, but now he's younger and he's older, I mean, and he's wiser. And I think he's just like, fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been to jail enough. I've got my ass kicked enough. And I think he's in that point where in his life where he's like, yeah, I need to settle this now. Like I need
That's great.
Yeah. And it's really cute because just seeing them talk to each other was just like a different side of my Uncle Jay. I was just like, whoa.
Because that's him, man.
Yeah.
That is him.
And how relatable is everything? Everything is relatable. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but like he can relate to his son because it's everything he likes.
Mm-hmm.
And he had nothing to do with it. He did by not pulling out. But like, you know, when you grow up, it's like, yeah, my dad was a carpenter and I used to just sit there and watch my dad make chairs all day. And then my dad taught me how to use a bandsaw. Mm-hmm. And then now I'm making, and then he taught me all the different styles of wood that's out there or all the different kinds of woods and materials and blah, blah, blah. And that's why I became a carpenter because my dad was there. This guy is a weapons expert, basically, for the government. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. I'm exaggerating a little bit, you know, but he does the computers and the software for these weapons that protect the White House and Air Force One. That is the ultimate weapon. And that would be something that my uncle would have loved to have done. Like, you know what I mean? Like special ops, CIA, that's my uncle. You know what I mean? That's what he wanted to do. And his son did it.
That's awesome.
Without even knowing what his dad did. That's fucking crazy, man.
So do they go to a shooting range together and just shoot stuff up?
I'm pretty sure. And it was so funny because, you know, I went to the White House, you know, and with my son, and it was, you know, I didn't get to see all of it, you know what I mean? But
yeah, you went to the White. Tell us about that experience going in and things like, because I know they cut off certain places where you
they cut everything off. We basically went to the kitchen, and, which was still amazing.
Yeah.
You know, just to be in there. And I mean, the Marine guy was standing by the door, which means the president's in there. So that was something that they told us. He was doing a press conference in the West Wing or one of the wings, and we walked past it, and there was a Marine standing by the door, and they go, whenever there's a Marine by the door, that means the president is in there. And then, of course, we also saw the FBI. Is it CIA?
CIA.
So whoever, Secret Service, whatever. Yep. We saw the switch. We saw them switch. So that means the president is actually on, I don't know what they said, but basically we saw the guys switching and they're wearing the vest that says, and I thought that was all cool. And then we got to go into the kitchen and then meet the executive chef who's been there for 3
decades,
25 years, or 20, whatever it was, but it was 3 terms. So
3, yeah.
Yeah, so it was Clinton, Bush, and now Obama. She's been there for all of them. And she's Filipino, and I thought that was really, really cool.
That is awesome.
It was really, really cool. And then she told us her story, how many people applied for that job, and for her to get it, her mouth dropped. She couldn't believe it, because she was just kind of just doing it, to do it, because there was this job opening, and the president picked her. You know what I mean? And she's been there ever since. And then I was asking her certain questions, like, is there patis here? Like, which is a certain sauce that only Filipinos have. And she goes, yes. And then she went and got it. She had her assistant go find it and hold up the bottle, and we all went crazy.
That's funny.
And it was just kind of cool to see all that, you know, and I brought my son for that. You know what I mean?
What did he, does he really understand?
No, he did not.
You're in the White House.
My son did not want to be there. He didn't even want to wear the suit. He was like, why can't I wear skinny jeans, Dad? I'm like, you're in the most powerful house in the world.
In the world.
And no, you cannot wear fucking skinny jeans.
But we wouldn't appreciate it either at that age.
Nah.
It's so funny how we appreciate things now that we didn't appreciate at all when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like adults want to go to Disney World and Disneyland all the time now. Like that's a big thing for adults. When I was a kid, I did not want to be there. I wasn't into it.
Oh, Disneyland?
Oh, I wasn't into it. No,
I was into it. I could never go. My
No.
mom never took me.
Really? I was. My parents took me once, and that was the last time.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't like to be told what to do. I don't think like we got to walk over here. I didn't like the lines. I didn't like walking. I don't know. It was a miserable. It was hot. It was miserable.
You're stupid.
I didn't.
A big shout out to Jason Tenko. I don't know how to say his name.
Who's that?
But he's the guy that he works at the White House, and he's the one that put this event together.
Oh, cool.
And just a really nice guy. You should really, like, if you ever get a chance to meet him, you should meet him when you're in D.C.
Yeah.
He's just a great guy, and what he's trying to do for the Filipinos and that movement, he's kind of at the forefront of it. But what I like about Jason is I told him when I left, I hugged him, and I just go, man, you are a ball of energy. Like, I even my son said that about him, and he was sitting in the back of the room watching him talk. And my son goes, I like him, Dad. Like, there's something about him that I like. You know how certain people just have it?
Yeah, you just got it. Yeah.
And
what does he do? Does he work at the White House?
Yeah,
or?
he works. I wish I knew. I can't even describe or whatever it is, but he's just he's basically there. Let's just say he's grabbing the community and putting it together and presenting it to
like
the
a
president.
community organizer.
Yeah,
and,
and he's, and I'm probably not doing his job justice, but he's just such a great guy. And I told him that. I was like, yo, man, I love people that just love their work and love what they're doing. He's in the right place and he's enjoying that moment. You know what I mean? Because the guy was all smiles. He didn't care who was up to talk. He announced them with the biggest smile, with the most energy, and just you know what I mean? Like
Did you speak?
Yeah. He put me on the panel.
Oh wow!
He put me on this panel for trailblazers, for Filipino Americans. You know what I mean? That are doing their thing. You know what I mean? In this country as a Filipino American, and he put me on this panel with Apple to App, and it was really cool, man. It was just like I was like really, really honored, man. But just him alone, like those are the kind of people that, when you look at him, you go, all right, well, then I know that I can take that next step.
Yep.
Because he's doing it. He's in the White House. So obviously he had a dream that he's like, I'm gonna get this movement going. And I'm gonna embrace it and live it and love it so much that I'm gonna get the president to acknowledge this. And that's what he did. He got the president to acknowledge this particular day and actually sign off on it. You know what I mean? And I was just like, wow, man. And so that's like big shout out to Apple to App. Cassie was there. There's this guy that I met. I want to tell you his name, but he is the oh man. Now I feel bad because I don't have his full name.
No worries.
But he is the guy that works at Pixar.
Okay.
And he was the head director for a lot of the movies that you probably know, like Up and all that. You know what I mean? And his story was so fascinating because he was drawing in the Philippines when he was a kid. You know, we're talking flip-flops and, you know what I mean, broke as shit, whatever the case may be. He wanted to be an animator. And in the Philippines, in a third world country, your parents are not pushing you to draw cartoons. You need to get out of here and you need to get the real job that pays money, like a nurse or work for the government or enlist in the military, whatever it is, get out of here.
Exactly.
And get that money. He wanted to be an animator. And man, and he was a huge, Disney fanatic, you know what I mean? He could draw anything. And long story short, he's now the head guy over at Pixar.
That's great.
And it's just like, that's why when I hear people saying that they can't make it, you know what I mean? And if you're living in America, you've already kind of made it.
Yeah.
No matter what your struggle is. But believe me, there's people that are like wishing that they could just wake up in America.
Let me ask you this. Do you hear these stories and kind of evaluate your career and like, I just do stand up. I'm not giving nothing back to the world, but you really are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Did you ever wake up and say, I just do comedy?
Yes. And then when you hear it, here, I'm going to give you his name right now. Ronnie Del Carmen.
Ronnie Del Carmen.
Follow him at Paper Biscuit, man. I mean, what a sweet, great guy. Like, you have no idea what he does and his struggle to get there. But co-director of Disney Pixar's Inside Out. I guess that's the new project that they're making. And dude, and then when he came up to me and just said, I've been a fan of yours for so long, and I'm just like, what?
That's so cool.
Like, you know what I mean? He's like, it was just Anyways, basically, what I'm trying to say is anyone can do it, man. If you got the drive and if you believe in it and the love and the passion, this Jason guy from the White House and Ronnie and just, Cassie and Apple to App, like these guys, man, they did it.
But you got to remember, that's what you got to surround yourself with is people like that.
Yes.
Because that will make you a better person.
Yeah.
If you surround yourself with losers, you're going to be a loser.
That's so true. I've said that every time. I say that every damn time.
You don't have people on your team or around you that doesn't have drive, you're not going to make it, bro.
No, you're not going to make it.
You're just as good as your team.
Yep. If you're surrounded by negative people all the time, you will be a negative person. Indirectly, it just happens.
Yeah, it just happens. You can't explain it. You just become negative.
No. And if you truly believe in something that you really think is right for you and that you were put on this earth to do, don't let anyone derail that, man. My dad always wanted to be a pilot. He always told me that. He says he kicks himself every day. And then he was telling me right now, he was like, I just had this conversation with my dad like 2 months ago. He goes, I think I'm going to go back and just try and get my pilot's license. He used to have a pilot's license.
Okay.
But he always wanted to be a pilot. And he goes, I'm going to go and do that again. I'm like, yeah, Dad, do it.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
You only live once, man.
You only live once, man. What are you doing? Just do it, man. You know what I mean? And so he's going to go out and go for it. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's cute to see that. But it's like, don't let your dream fade away, man. If you can dream it, it's possible, bro.
I got a question. I want to change the subject. Your restaurant in Vegas, how's that doing?
It's crushing.
Is it?
We're crushing the game. And I'm about to move. I'm about to buy 2 more, bro.
Nice.
I'm about to buy 2 more. Like me and my business partner, Anton, I'm telling you, this guy, talk about energy.
Anton is
right?
Crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
He's so good.
I mean, this guy, I've told Anton already he needs to come out with a book or maybe even go on some type of motivational campaign where, people come and listen to him talk, like Tim Robbins.
He's so inspirational.
He is inspirational and he's good, man. He's I believe in this kid and we want, our goal is 10. And we're ready to move right now. Like we already got 2 places that we know that are just going to happen, man. So
wow, well, congratulations, man.
Jump on it with us, man.
I got to. Just got to find something. I got a couple projects I'm popping off, so hopefully those go well too.
Oh, they're going to go very well.
Oh, you know it.
Believe
me.
What aside from being married coming up, what is the next plan for your
well, I'm
career?
meeting with CBS today for my sitcom.
Unbelievable.
So excited about that.
The eye in the sky.
Joe can play. I know, right? Joe can play the maid.
I'll play the maid. I don't care. You think I'm joking?
No, I'll play the maid. I don't care.
So I'm. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
Did you always want to be a TV personality?
No,
you want to be a football player?
I love first football, and then when I got into that, I just wanted to do radio, and then from radio, TV discovered me, and I saw the. Here's the thing: once I got here. I've only been here 8 years now, but once I got here, I saw all the opportunity, and then I became like Pac-Man, just like swallowing up all the dots. Just like, oh, I got to get that. I got to get that. I got to get that.
Yeah.
But I'm a hustler, man. I don't sit around. You know, I woke up at 5 just to work out so I can get to work and keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So you got to get it, man. You only got one life, and you got to. What I noticed, one thing I'm adjusting is once I get home, work is kind of done.
Yeah.
Because I want to spend it with my girl.
Yeah.
So even if I have to run late.
Yeah.
I'll run late because I don't want to bring it home.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing in a good relationship.
Yes. Yes.
So, but she understands if work comes home sometimes.
One guy said something to me, and it was so cool. God damn, he didn't say it to me. I saw it in an interview, and he said it like it. He said it just like it was. Because what you're saying right now is you gotta make time for your lady for that relationship to work. And what he said was. Because he's like on some other level. God, who was it that said it, man? It was such a great thing that he said. He goes, I chose this life and I chose this lifestyle and I went after it. And unfortunately, I knew for me to get this, I had to sacrifice important things like a relationship, like not seeing my son probably do this, or go to school for the first time. But it was all for the end result. Like 1, I got to live my dream, and 2, I got to provide a life for my son that he probably wouldn't have gotten.
I saw that same thing, and I can't remember.
What was it?
I can't remember.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
I don't. I remember seeing that exact quote. I want to say it was like Will Smith, but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't Will Smith.
But it's 100% on the dot.
Yeah.
Like you have to, and you have to find that person that understands it. That's why I always tell my son, you know what I mean? I always tell him, you know what I mean? Like, please believe me, I'm not doing this out of like pure self-greed that I'm enjoying this lifestyle. You know what I mean? It hurts me every day. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be there, but please believe me, I don't want you to have the life that I had.
Yeah.
I don't want you to cry, you know, on your birthday because you didn't get shit. Or when you look in the fridge and all you see are $1 Tostino pizzas because that's all your mom can afford. You know what I mean? Or there's a whole box of cereal but no milk because we couldn't afford the milk. Like, I don't want you to feel that, Joe. I really don't. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny is Darnell Rollins just had a kid. And talking to him to see, like, he said, everything is about that baby.
Yeah.
You know, like, your life changes. Like, everything you do becomes about family.
Yeah, man.
Like
100.
everything.
I didn't even know I was not a good pet keeper. Like, I didn't want a dog because I knew I was bad. I had 2 dogs and I gave them back to the shelter, and I feel bad for it, but I knew I was horrible.
Yeah.
Because I had a lifestyle where I couldn't take care of that kid. I mean, take care of that dog. And so they ended up back in the shelter. And I remember telling myself, I can't have a kid. I can't even raise a fucking dog.
Yeah.
And then I'm telling you, Michael, the minute I had that kid, the minute I found out that Angie was pregnant, it was different, bro. Like, there was a switch inside of me that got turned on.
You got to hustle. You got to make it happen.
Yo, bro, I'm on some next level shit. I became the ultimate man. Like, I went and got 3 jobs. I pursued my comedy harder. I was like, I started building goals for myself. I was like, yo, I'm going to make this much money in this many years because I know that my son will be 3 and he needs to go to a good school.
Yeah.
And he needs to have blah, blah, blah. And I need to get a better car. And I need to pay off all these bills before my son comes because last thing I want to be in is in debt with a baby.
Yeah.
You know, and now I can't buy diapers. And I'm telling you, bro, you become that guy. You become dad. You become the hunter.
Yes.
You become the provider, the homekeeper, the protector. Like, it's crazy, man. And that's how I am with my son. Every day, it's like, I got to make sure my son's taken care of. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Without, like indirectly, that's what happens. And you'll see it. Watch.
I can't wait, though.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Let's make a baby.
Yeah. You're gonna have a blast, man.
All right. Where you at this weekend?
Wait, we gotta sum this up. We can't just end it like that.
You always sum it up.
Sum
Joe.
it up. No, you sum it up. What do you say with after what we just talked about?
Family first.
Family first, man.
Always.
You only live once. And pursue your dreams, man.
We always end on the same notes, though.
No, but you know what? But we've told different stories.
We have.
You know what I mean? And just like, you know, that story about my uncle and his son, you know what I mean? Like, yo, man, it's life is short, and it's kind of cool to actually see my uncle have a son now.
Is this what's switching your energy about settling down?
I think
like
so,
seeing
man.
all this family.
I think I saw something, and not only that, but with Chase too. Chase, just seeing how quickly he's now just by himself, man. He's alone in the world, man.
Yeah.
You know, and yo, that's why you gotta make it happen, man. Kiss your mom over the phone.
That's right.
I'm gonna call my mom right after this pod, and everybody
He'll
that's
get voicemail.
listening,
He'll get voicemail.
call your
though.
mom. Yeah, I'll go to voicemail. But you know what? I don't give a shit. At least I kissed my mom. And everyone out there, you know, kiss your family members and fucking bury the hatchet, man. It's not worth it. I don't know where I'm going to be. Brea, Improv.
Oh, can I pop on?
Of course. You know that.
Well, you're there 2 weeks in a row, I think.
2 weeks in a row.
I'll be in Denver the 15th through 17th. So I'll see you guys, Comedy Works downtown. And then the next week, I'll pop on to Brea with you.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. We'll see you.
JoeCoy.com and
MichaelYo.com.
And go to our YouTube page, The Yo Joe Show. And then, of course, our pod everywhere. I love you guys.
Later.
Hey, it's Joe Coy. And guess what?
I'm Michael Yo.
Yeah, Michael Yo. We do The Yo Joe Show. And you get it all the time at The Yo Joe Show on YouTube.com.
They need to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe right here. That's all you got to do. Just click that button.
Right there.
What are you waiting for?
Do it! Hurry! Go!
Do it.